They're off. Pajabir Ladies' Day underway with the download the Bet MGM app. Novices hurdle, and Harry Cobden takes Miss Althea Blue to the front as they make the run down to the first of what is scheduled to be 8 flights of hurdles on the way round. Stablemate and short price favourite Farsal Handy, Olive Nichols in the blue and white, and Fight My Fire in the yellow and green rounds out the leading half of the field as they lift off for the first time. Miss Althea Blue handled it with gusto, but not so Western Ginny, who was awkward, unseated, and hampered her stablemate Hopyers, who came down in the process. So the stablemates are both out of the race at the first. Western Ginny doing the damage, and Hopyers was left with nowhere to go. And as a consequence, we've got 2 loose horses pursuing the leading trio. Marhaba, the champ, meanwhile, is last of the 4 that remain. And looking back to the landing side of the opening hurdle, both jockeys are up. Marhaba, the champ, was done no favours by one of the loose horses surrounding the stable's bend and was impeded, and it cost him a little bit of ground and a little bit of momentum as the other 3 head towards the back straight, led by Miss Althea Blue over Farsal and Fight My Fire. And Marhaba, the champ, with one eye on the horse in front of him, the riderless Hopyers, is having to watch on. So across the back straight they go, having completed about 3/4 of a mile or so now on the approach, the first of the 4 flights down the back. Miss Althea Blue leading up by a couple of lengths to Farsal. Fight My Fire lifting off in third, and Marhaba, the champ, remains last of the 4 in competitive action. So Miss Althea Blue over Farsal, the stablemates sitting first and second, over Fight My Fire, who's a little awkward in third, and then Marhaba, the champ. Next on the far side, accurate leap by the leader, Miss Althea Blue. Less so from Marhaba, the champ, who's cast a little adrift. And Harry Cobden has set metronomic fractions down the back, and Miss Althea Blue has been jumping metronomically as well. She's been very quick and very nimble over her hurdles. Farsal is at her quarters. Fight My Fire right in behind in third place, and a long break to Marhaba, the champ, who isn't threatening to get involved. So down the side of the course, the long run now to the second last. Cobden glances in behind aboard Miss Althea Blue. He'll see that Olive Nichols at this stage is poised aboard Farsal. And now Fight My Fire is having to be kidded and coaxed along in third place, but is still in there fighting and hanging on to the tails of the Nichols train pair. About to run the final turn then, in line for the last 3 furlongs, and 2 flights of hurdles up the straight awaiting them. Miss Althea Blue stretching on in front, Farsal chasing. Fight My Fire fighting hard at the moment, but at present just fighting a little bit of a losing battle to stick with the other 2. And there's a long break to Marhaba, the champ. Miss Althea Blue then on the left, at the second last, led by a little over a length. Farsal now shaken up to mount the challenge, and these 2 begin to pour it on down to the last. Miss Althea Blue, Farsal within a half length, a dwindling lead for Miss Althea Blue. The final flight, Miss Althea Blue and Farsal in the air together. Off up the running they come, the Nichols pair fighting it out. Farsal noses ahead. The day already has a familiar feel. The Nichols duo fighting out the finish. Farsal under Olive Nichols doing best, sees off Miss Althea Blue. Fight My Fire back in third. Marhaba, the champ, will complete for 4.